All right, here we are at a 2018 Starcraft EX20 pontoon boat for sale. We're here near the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee today. The tandem axle Mid-America trailers, steel painted trailer this one's sitting on is going to be included with this one. At the time of the video, we do not have the current engine hours on that Yamaha outboard motor. There is no engine hour meter on this one. However, that can be verified by a local Yamaha dealer. We will be making arrangements to have that done. So eventually you will find those engine hours posted at the listing for this over our website. Now our website is www.yournewboat.com. Now for your convenience, there will be a direct link down in the video description that will take you right to the listing page for this one at our website. That's going to be our photo slideshow page. We're going to have all the specifications, features, current asking price, all of our contact information is all going to be found there. We do not monitor YouTube comment pages. If you do have any questions about this one, you will need to visit us over our website. Now, and again, for your convenience, down in the video description, there'll be a direct link to this one. If you're watching this on a television and are not able to get into that video description, our website is simply www.yournewboat.com. Type that in any web browser. You're going to see that big orange lettering. Look for that Find Your New Boat button in the top left-hand corner. When you click that, it's going to display all of our inventory and order price. So all you got to do is scroll down until you get to the 2018 Starcraft EX20. You'll probably see a photo of it. Probably from taken a little bit higher up, but you're going to recognize it, should recognize it right away. You'll see our current asking price right there, and of course all of our contact information. You will be able to reach out to us by phone, by text, or by email, whatever's most convenient for you. We do like to remind you, if you call us on the phone and get our voicemail, keep in mind we're very frequently in areas without cell phone reception. Happen to be in one of those areas right now. So anybody calling right now, you're probably going straight to my voicemail. Keep in mind, if you don't leave a message, I'll have no idea that you called. So if you want to return phone call, take the time, leave us a detailed message, let us know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have, and as soon as we either finish with a customer or return to cell service area, we'll receive your message, return your call, answer all those questions for you. And then also, if you send us an email, if it's been one business day, you have not got an email reply, please check our spam folder. We're generally very quick about getting those email replies back out to everybody. So this tandem axle trailer, this is a Mid-America trailers. That's a steel painted trailer. That is included with this one. And again, this is powered by that 90 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke outboard motor. At the time of the video, we do not know the current engine hours because there is no engine hour meter on this one. However, we will be eventually having those engine hours read by a local Yamaha dealer, and those will eventually be that's going to be some of the information that you're going to find on our website listing for this one, because once we do know those engine hours, that will be listed in our web listing for this one. So I believe it's a one-owner boat, and again, going back to how we do not have self-service at the current moment where we are right now, but I believe this is a one-owner boat. We'll have that when we know that boat ownership history. That's another thing that we'll put in our web listings. But anyway, moving on. So this is a well, the model is an EX20. It actually measures out about 21 feet. Your length from your tip of your front pontoon up here at the bow all the way to the back of the transom, which is where your engine is mounted on. Now the length overall, when you include the length of that engine, you're going to be about 23 foot LOA. LOA is length overall. This is about a 21 foot model, but again, Starcraft calls this their EX20. It is 8.5 feet wide. Now the dry weight of this one will also have our website. Dry weight's another thing that we're going to list in all of our listings. We're always going to have the length, the beam. The beam is also the width of the boat, and then the dry weight. Now, if you're not familiar, the term dry weight is the weight of the boat without any fuel or gear, or water. If there's water tanks, there's no water tanks on this one, but if it's happens to be a boat that has fresh water tanks or waste holding tanks, things like that, the dry weight is that boat basically completely empty when it left the factory. And then you do have to consider, like if you're putting this on a lift or purchasing a trailer for it. Now this trailer is already going to be equipped to hold this capacity boat, or this this size boat. But things like that, that dry weight, you always got to factor, you know, how much gear you're going to have on board, how much, and how large the fuel capacity is, and of course you can do the math and figure out the weight of the boat loaded. So, all right, we've also got that low maintenance vinyl flooring, which I'm a big fan of. We've got the roto molded plastic seat bases. What I mean here is this is all plastic right here. Another thing that we just noticed with most of the Sylvan models, at least the more recent model ones we've listed lately, there's no divider here, and so that makes that that under seat storage a little bit or able to fit a little bit larger items that other boats where these are kind of all assembled in pieces. A lot of times there's going to be a divider right there where they kind of piece these bench seats together. So I wanted to call your attention to that. That's something we've noticed that Sylvan's done. I believe we just listed 2017 model that also had that as well. So at least by 2017 they started doing that. It's you know, a feature that again we noted as being a little bit more user friendly. Again, this side over here, this seat section is actually a little bit larger than the other side, and again that kind of under seat storage is wide open. Now another thing we notice is they cover the back of this speaker, and I find that a very worthwhile thing to do, because a lot of times when those speakers don't work, it's simply a matter of those connections at the back end of that speaker that had gotten unhooked. So now these two speakers right here, this is a pair of kicker speakers. Those actually we were not able to function test those. Now it could be operator error, as in something we're not doing correctly, but that will need to be verified to be operational. We'll check with the seller on this, make sure there's no tricks to getting those to work that we were unaware of. So we've also got, this one's rated for 10 people. There's 13 cup holders on this one, so nobody's going to get thirsty on this boat. Additionally, while I'm up here in the bow area, we've got a pair of USB charge ports right here. We've got these here, and then we've got another pair back here on our L sectioned seating. So that's 4 USB chargers. And additionally, we've got a 12-volt charger right here at your helm station. I'll get to that here in a moment. So we do have the 3 entry gates. Means you can enter the boat from the bow, the port side, or the stern back there. Now, right here next to our port side entry gate, we've got a little flip-up seat back that is going to house a pop-up changing room. Now, that changing room is not in place at the moment, but this is all the framework for it, and this is all the canvas for it. So, you do have that option. I think that's a handy option, and can perhaps extend some of your time out in the water. We've also got some storage underneath our driver's helm right there, and 3 cup holders integrated into your driver's helm. 2 more up here at this bow seat, another 2 up here in your port side bow seat, and then we've got 2 more here, 2 more here, and another 2 there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, and 13 on this one. Again, this one's rated for 10. Here's a driver's seat. Driver's seat is going to swivel, recline. You've got these 2 armrests that are going to be able to go up or down. It's going to be top overhead. We've got that in its storage boot right now. And here at your helm station, your driver's helm seat, we do have a tilt steering wheel. Your instrumentation, we've got a battery voltmeter, fuel gauge, speedometer, tachometer, and drive trim gauge. This is going to be a USB and auxiliary input for that stereo. I already called your attention to that 12-volt power outlet right here. Now we have function tested everything else in this boat. We do have a courtesy light. It's going to be right here. That passed function testing. We've got a pair of docking lights up on the bow. Those work just fine. Horn was operable. Navigation lights are all operable. Now this one is wired for the option to install like a live well pump or something like that. These panels pretty much all leave the factory with all these switches in place. This would just be an option that they may or may not have installed. This one does not have any kind of live well. This switch is going to be available here if you wanted to add any kind of a 12-volt accessory, whether it was for a live well or something else. You'd have that option. And then of course here's your stereo switch right here. We do have a kicker This is a Kicker Media Center 10. This is a AM, FM, USB auxiliary input, Bluetooth, NOAA-Weatherband stereo with 2 Kicker speakers. Now, again, we were this Kicker Media Center unit actually powers right up, but we were unable to get sound out of our speakers. Now, seller has added this Sirius XM device right here. I believe that is integrated in with that Kicker unit. Now that it's been a minute, I'm not sure how those satellite radios work. That likely will not transfer. That's going to be tied to their personal account. But if a satellite radio was important to you, that's certainly probably going to be fairly plug and play for you to add another unit after they have removed that one. So, all right, going back to our L section seating here. That is a removable lounge table, meaning you can remove that thing, and the only thing you're going to have in its place is that little deck plate right there. It's a little mounting plate. You got storage under these seats as well. I already pointed out those cup holders, and then we've got a nice large kind of lounge storage seat right here. They've taken the time to put in some little storage trays down there for some fenders. There is a mooring cover for this boat. That's actually what that is right there. And then we've got a little 24 Marine Start battery over there in that corner with your throw cushion and a paddle as well, other required safety equipment to have on board. And here is that 90 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke outboard motor. Again, we will be confirming those engine hours, well, reading those engine hours, and we'll have that posted on the listing. And you'll notice that ski tow bar overhead. Just underneath that Yamaha 4-stroke outboard motor is a 21-gallon fuel tank. Fuel fill-ups right there, and then we've got a 5-step swim boarding ladder back here in the corner. We've got 4 tie-up cleats, meaning that is where you're going to put your dock line. You got 4 of those, one in either corner of the boat. Little 3-blade aluminum prop on this one. I'll show you that here in a moment once we step out of the interior. Before I leave the interiors, where once we do our walk around, we like to show you all the wear and tear that we've noticed, so we're going to go right on into that now. Our corner plates are all fairly clean on this one. We'll get a better look at those once I step off, and we'll go around the exterior. I do want to call your attention. We've got a little bit of marks in our upholstery here that this Bimini top was the culprit of, but they've already got some little patch kits right here. So these are some 3M vinyl repair kits that essentially just you can either cut to size, or you can put the whole little thing right on there. So I want to call your attention to that. So yeah, they have not been had that patch kit put on yet, but certainly have the materials to do so. There's another small little tear right here in the corner of your driver's seat. So no need to make a big deal about those, because we do have these little patch kits. Now this one here, there is not a color that's going to match this one right here. So this one is going to be here. Now if you want to keep that from getting worse, of course you could just simply cut off a smaller piece here and just have that there, so that that little rip right there does not start to expand and get any larger than it currently is. So I think that's about all for the wear and tear here on the interior. I'm going to set those down, and let's go walk around the exterior. We'll get a little bit more up close, show you any dents or dings that we noticed. Just part of trying to make every effort to represent every listing we have as accurately as possible. A few little scratches in the pontoons right here. Nothing's alarming to me here. This is all aluminum. Aluminum's a great low maintenance option when you're in a freshwater environment. Have a little bit of wear on your rub rail right here. Honestly, that is what that's for. I'd rather have my rub rail take a few little hits instead of the rest of the boat. So, my opinion, that's doing its job. It's what it's designed for. Now we do have a few little marks in our vinyl decaling up here, and let's continue to follow this line back. A few little rubs on the pontoons here. Again, these are all aluminum. Don't see anything that's gonna cause me any alarm. I think that's just a little bit of dirt up there on that aluminum framing here. We've got this is just a little rub on your pontoon here. Now this probably looks glaring from a distance, but that's actually nice shiny aluminum right there. My guess is they probably had a fender in place, and that fender just kind of rubbed on here. Maybe they got close to a dock or another boat, but that rub just created kind of a little bit of a shine on this aluminum. Of course, that little shine's probably going to return to this this color after it's been out in the sun a little bit. But to me, that's just a good little rub right there. Don't even see any little scratches or dents or anything like that right there. So nothing concerning on that little bit of time. Like I said, that little mark will probably start to kind of fade like this other aluminum here. Those appear to be about 24-inch diameter aluminum pontoons. We think I did mention we do have a 5-step swim boarding ladder, and that is, we've got a little strap here that's going to hold this little boarding ladder in place. With these snaps right here, those just go around, snap that on. That's going to keep that ladder from going down while you're in motion. Here's that 3-blade aluminum. Probably do have a few little marks in this guy right here that could stand to get refinished, but you know, you're really not going to lose a whole lot of performance in these aluminum props. With this 90 horsepower motor on a pontoon as opposed to a tri-toon, you know, your top speed on this is going to pretty much be limited to maybe around 20 miles an hour. You need that third tune to go much faster than that. Really, it gets to a point where it doesn't matter what engine you have. That's just all it's going to do. So, you know, like I said, I referenced the 24-inch diameter on these pontoons. These are a little bit difficult to measure because you see how they come out here. So it's a little difficult to get precise measurement on that. I want to say Starcraft calls these a 25-inch diameter. I just don't see the 25 inches there. We're going to call it a 24-inch diameter, even if they do list it as a 25-inch. You know, maybe it's a little over 24 inches, but it's definitely closer to 24 inches than 25. Now, when the light reflects just right, you can sometimes notice some little dents or dings in there. We've got one kind of near where this little mark is, and this is just dirt right there. It just happens to be kind of near where a little bit of light is at the right angle. You might notice that, where we've just got probably something just bumped into that at one point or another. Made just a little crease in that aluminum paneling there. This is all aluminum, another beauty of these pontoons. Over here on this side, of course, we called your attention to that upholstery up there on that edge. I remember seeing another mark in the vinyl decaling or two on this side. I guess I was mistaken. Everything looks pretty good over here. Got little water spots on there. But that's really about it. And then up here on this corner, there has been a little bit of a, again, somebody's probably bumped into this. We got like a little bit of a dent taking place in there. And again, when that light hits it just right, you just kind of see a little bit of crease in that aluminum panel. So, and there's no structural element to this. This is purely cosmetic. Again, that's just aluminum fence paneling in there. And because of that, you know, you will get some little dents or dings like that along the way. Maybe another one right in here. Again, lighting's almost has to hit it just right for you to kind of see the reflection. There it is right there. And then I think on this, yeah, on this, your main entry up here on the bow, there were a few little dents on this guy. Again, trying to get the light to hit it just right so you can notice it. On my screen, I'm having a hard time getting them to show, but there's a small one, excuse me, a small one right here. Yeah, I think that was it. And then we got another small one, I think, right up here. Just gotta get the light to hit it just right sometimes. Maybe that was it up there. Back here on this rub rail corner, we also got, you know, a few little marks on this rub rail. Again, that's my opinion, that's doing what it's intended to do. The pontoons look fine. Yeah, a few little marks up here. Nothing again that's concerning to me whatsoever. Here's a look underneath. See that aluminum framing under that deck there, and that's gonna start to wrap things up. Now, one other thing we need to call your attention to, these are 2017 tires on here. And this one right here has a little bit of dry rot showing right in there, okay? And when they're all the same date, if you got one that's got showing some dry rot, I personally would not trust this going down the highway. Now going maybe around Norris Lake to another area, you might be fine. Oh, here's some dry rot on this one as well. So I was just about to say, typically when you've got one, you've got others. So these two tires definitely need to be replaced. The other side is also 2017. Really did not notice any signs of dry rot in these, but because of its age, I would highly recommend replacing all 4 of those tires, possibly even getting you a spare. And I believe that's gonna do it. We're also missing a little tail light back here. This is a newer trailer. These are pretty much a standard size, and that's kind of a plug and play. They appear to be LED lights. So that's going to start to wrap things up. Again, this is the 2018 Starcraft EX20 pontoon boat for sale here near the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. Again, this one is powered with that Yamaha 90 horsepower 4-stroke outboard motor. Boat, motor, and trailer are offered with this one. So this one's ready to go, can easily leave the area on its own trailer. Again, website's going to have the full list of specifications, options, features, current asking price, as well as all of our contact information. So if you do have any questions or any interest in this boat, I do encourage you, reach out to us through our website. Again, for your convenience, down that video description, there will be a direct link to this listing. Take you right to the listing page for this one, where you're going to see all of our contact information, as well as the full list of specifications for the boat and the current engine hours and all that good stuff. So now, as we conclude, there's going to be 2 things coming up on your screen. Top left-hand corner is going to be a shortcut to our current listings playlist. If you're wanting to see what all we have for sale and you do not want to leave YouTube, you can, I would highly recommend checking out our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/yournewboat. Or again, top left-hand corner, as this video concludes, going to be a link take you right to our current listings playlist. Top right-hand corner is going to be a shortcut to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is a great way to get notified of new listings as they come available in our area, where we basically cover all of North Lake and a few other areas in East Tennessee. So if you're looking for something in our area, we welcome you to join our subscriber list. If you just enjoy watching different boat model videos, we're happy to have you as a subscriber either way. If you're here for ASMR, whatever the purpose is, we're always happy to have you as a subscriber. Now, we thank you for subscribing if you're currently already a subscriber. So yeah, that's going to wrap things up here for us today. Again, it's the 2018 Starcraft EX20 boat, motor, and trailer package for sale here, again, just off the beautiful waters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. And I thank you again for joining us.